Coming to you from the Black Goat 39 studios, this is the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast, episode 129. Now here's your host, the Guru of Sports. You guys know what time it is. The sound of Jim Morrison's voice. You know that the Guru is in the house. Hello, sports fans. You guys know what it is. It's me, the Guru of Sports. Once again, hello sports fans and welcome. Welcome to episode 129 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. Is this 129 or 128? Oh, goodness. I can't believe I actually made a mistake. This is my own podcast, and I'm making mistakes. So there goes the perfect podcast right there. I know. This is actually episode 128. 128. You know, actually, okay, I got to explain this to you. Technically, this is number 129. I had an episode that was actually, I think it was 81A and 81B. So it is actually, if you're, technically counting, or I know you guys been with me for a while that, you guys know the deal. I did make, let's say last year, I did a Black Friday edition, and I'm going back to inside the memory part of my brain that actually works. And I think it was actually, episode episode 81. That was an A. Yep, there goes the perfect show. Just not, all kinds of technical stuff going on. You know what? I look at it this way. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, and believe me, the only person that was perfect, Lord Jesus Christ, he was perfect. And believe me, he is the only perfect person that ever walked the face of this earth. I am not. I'm just a, guy that just tries to do the right thing and just tries to entertain you guys and make you guys laugh and make you guys, just laugh. That's me. So anyway, like I said, this is episode 128, and I will make sure that I will emphasize that the rest of the podcast. Episode 128 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast, and this is the 21st of August, and that means that my family, my mom, my sister, and my nephew are coming back from Florida, and hopefully I'm going to go check on them later on today, and hopefully I can get my rabbit ears, that I can, with my Mickey Mouse rabbit ears, that here we go. Like I said, sometimes the brain goes first, and then the mouth tries to catch up, So that's basically in a nutshell. Sometimes I do that. When I get excited and I start talking about stuff, that's what happens. Okay, so, mom, sister, nephew and big baby, their newborn, went down to Florida. I was teasing them all last week. I actually called them on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week to check on them to see how they were going, how everything was going down there. And it was okay. They didn't see any alligators, which is pretty cool. So, I actually, I got a friend that lives down in Florida, my man Rob in 321. And he's always teasing me. He said, "When are you coming down here?" I'm like, never. You guys got the freaking alligators. And you know what? Oh, I got to tell you guys this. This is funny. Me and Rob was sitting on the telephone talking about, just talking in general. Because we good people I always talk to. Rob's a good guy. And, he was telling me that, we were just talking in general and, telling me about how things in Florida. He was showing me a lake that, I'm like, hey, stay away from that lake because, dude, you never know what's lurking in there. Anyway, I hear something in the background and goes, zzz, zzz. I'm like, what the hell is that? He said, oh, that might be a tree frog. Tree frog? I'm like, what the hell is tree frogs? I never seen that stuff. I don't know what it is about Florida, but I think that place is prehistoric. And I'm not going down there because I don't know what the hell I might run into. They say that the bugs down there are bad. It's hot all the time. Alligators walking around the streets like they freaking Walligator or whatever. I'm not going down there. You know what? If you drag me down to Florida, you better give me some area that's like really, really cool. I can't deal with that. No. Matter of fact, I think what I'm gonna do is have a picture of my my new plush pet that I got. Actually I bought it for the dogs, but I can't really give it to the dogs because I think they have beads inside of them. So I'm gonna have to keep it, and it might be my my tour or my little ride along buddy in my truck. So I got to figure that out. Anyway, before I get into all this stuff, because I got some heavy stuff to lay on you today. I'm going on vacation starting tomorrow night. Actually, I have to work tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to, going on vacation. I got some personal stuff I got to take care of. I got to do some work around the house. I'm on the road most of the time, so I don't get to check out some of the, really most needed areas of this house that I have to check on. But I definitely, I'm going to, take some time. I'm not really going anywhere. I'll tell you about Caden Guru and what he's got going on, but I definitely have to take some time to check out this house, make sure that everything is working right. I'm very grateful that my company gave me this little bit of time off, and I wanted to make sure that my house is in order. That's the thing. You have to make sure your house is in order. So, with that said, I'm going to be back next week. I'm definitely going to be back next week. Next week, I'm going to start to transition a little bit into the NFL. Black Ghost Sports told me not to talk about the NFL this week, but I'm going against their wishes because I have no problem doing and saying what I do when I crack open this microphone. So I'm going to definitely, I got to get to the big story. They told me to kind of sweep that one under the rug about the Browns quarterback, but I do have to talk about it. I do have to talk about some of the stuff that Aaron Rodgers was saying. First half is going to be basically, when I finish rambling off of all the stuff that I'm talking about right now, I'm going to get into the Browns quarterback and what that decision has done, and I know a lot of you out there are pretty pissed about the decision. I'm pretty pissed too. But the thing about it is that you got to look at it this way. Why would the NFL settle? That's the question. Why would they settle? And why did Roger Goodell, just could have came down with the decision himself and say, hey, look, this is what it is. But the NFL fumbled the ball again. And you know what? That's on them. But I'm going to get into that a little bit. Like I said, I want to let you guys know that during the NFL season, I'm going to have this NFL challenge against the Guru. I am allowing, and Black Goat Sports doesn't have no say over this. I'm doing this on my own. I'm inviting people onto this podcast with me to sit down with me, and we pick the games, and we have a good time. It's all about fun. It's all free. It's all, you don't have to do anything. Only thing you have to do is just show up and pick against me. And believe me, once you pick against me, you probably won't never pick against me again. Because, the Guru's always right. Now, with that said, think about it. Now, I'm allowing everyone out there. I don't care if you are a listener in Poland. I don't care if you're a listener in Albania. I don't care if you're a listener in England or Japan or France or Canada. I love my Canadian peeps. My Canadian peeps are awesome. Wherever you're from, the United States, Mexico, Tennessee, wherever, Istanbul, or wherever. You get the gist of what I'm saying. I just like to go on with all these countries and stuff like that. Russia, maybe not Russia. I don't know. Deal with people with Russia. I might get stuck over there like Brittany Griner, and that's not funny. Believe me, that situation is very serious, and I hope that they find some kind of resolution to bring Brittany home. I definitely want to pick against you. And, we have a good time. Either, by phone, I'll give you the Black Goat 39 or the Black Goat, I forget now. Black Goat Sports hotline that you can call. And, I haven't given out the number to the podcast yet, but I haven't given it out in a while. It's 302-468-7239, 302-468-7239. That's the line that you can call and leave your, comments or whatever on that. But the Guru has Black Goat Sports line that you can call, and I'll give you that number when you want to call that. And we get together and we pick these games together. Like I said, it's not, you don't have to pay anything. People in my group, I wanted to let them know that, there's no payment. You don't have to do anything. Only thing you have to do is just show up and, let me know what day you're coming on, what week you want to pick against me, and then we have a good time. That's it. I'm going to, make it towards like a little interview with you, and I want to find out what your team is, what you've been doing and how you've been. Some of my people know me on a personal basis, and it's cool. That's cool. I want to get like I said, I like to bring people on, and I like to have people just talk to people. And people just have a good time, That's what I'm about. That's what this whole podcast thing was about from the beginning. It's to make it fun. To make it laughable. Some people think it's boring. But then again, I want to make you laugh. I want to make you, your family. When you come on, when everybody that comes on this podcast is family. And I really appreciate them. So, pick against the guru I think is a good idea. Some weeks I'm going to have Caden Guru in here. Some weeks there's going to be Dante, me, Caden, Dante, and our guest in here. So it's going to be a little crowded, but you know what? I got room for everybody. So, like I said, just, hit me up through Instagram. You know what the Instagram is. Guru Talkin Sports _podcast. Hit me up on Twitter at GOAT39 and at MacGTS _BB39. Hit me up on that. Like I said, come on in and let's talk. Let's have a good time. Let's joke around. Let's laugh. This is all this stuff, serious stuff that's going on in the world. We need some laughs. We need people to, entertain us, to make us feel better about, not dealing with the bull crap that's going on out there in the world. All right. So, like I told you before, I'm going to get into this. We got some thoughts on Albert Pujols. Tony LaRussa has been taking a lot, and I'm going to get to his story. LeBron's contract. Whoop-de-doo. What's pissing you off is back. Only because I had an incident I got to tell you about this one. This one's going to, blow your mind when you hear this one. Caden Guru got his license, which is a good thing, and he got he bought his car. It's a chip off the old block. And you know what? I don't take any credit for what my boys do. Caden Guru and Dante Guru, only thing I tell them is to make sure that you are a respectable member of society. And that's, I got to give, and a lot of people wouldn't do this, I know, because I don't know, if they have problems with their exes and all. But I give my exes a lot of credit. Mothers, they live with their mothers most of their lives. They live with me a little bit. But yet and still, I don't take any credit. I don't take any credit for what's going on. They are good, great young men. And, it helps when, they got a, handsome and charming and, really, really good-looking dad to help them out. I'm a handsome dude. I gotta admit, I'm pretty. I'm just, I tell people all the time, and I think they laugh at this. I'm like Muhammad Ali. I'm confident in who I am. I'm pretty. I'm handsome. I'm cute. I'm legit. I'm the man. That's it. I'm sitting up here drinking out of this cup that Caden Guru gave me. And it says, you're the man, Dad. The old man, but still the man. And I am the man. And I don't try to brag on myself because, I stay humble. And I want you guys to know that, I was just, I just like to joke around. And, if anybody's seen a picture of me, they will say, yes, you should be doing podcasts because we would want to see you on television. Yeah, right. I'll be a cute thing on television. Anyway. All right. So much about me. Yankees. Oh, my gosh. How about the Yankees? How about them not being who they supposed to be or whatever? All right, TV. I got some TV stuff that I want to run by you. I got Cousin Aaron. And like I told you guys, next week I'm going to concentrate and try to get into a little bit more football. I did go get the Madden game the other day, so slowly but surely I'm getting into it. But the NBA 2K Live is coming out in a couple weeks, and I'm definitely going to grab that. I play video games. Yeah, I know I'm almost the age I am or whatever, but yeah, you know what? It keeps me sane. It keeps me it keeps me from, just being, it keeps me sane. And I like it. You know what? I don't care. I'm a big kid at heart. Yeah, I agree. I am a big kid. But the thing about it is that you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. You can't be sitting up here depressed and, disappointed and, I have moments where that PTSD runs through me, but you know what? I'm just a guy that tries to do the right thing. All right, now I know that this portion of the podcast has been running a little bit long on the open, but I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know what's going on. And first up, I'm going to have my brief thoughts on the Browns quarterback. And if you didn't notice by now, his name is not worthy of mentioning. So we're going to call him the Browns quarterback. And that's it. I do want to say the people in my fantasy league, I lifted the ban on him. I was going to ban him for the whole season, because I don't even think that he was worth having in the league. And you have to be morally sound, and I try to be morally sound, and try to be give the benefit of the doubt, but make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break right quick. I am coming back, and we are going to talk about the Browns quarterback. All right, take this break, and I'll go check on my kids and let them, see if they're okay. Anyway, first up is my favorite person. My voice actress lady is coming to you right now, and here she comes.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
Welcome back to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast. Bump back music was my man The Don. That was from a while back. I think I might bump back with I might bump back with that whole thing. And Don was one of my favorite rappers. I don't know what he's doing now, And I love this song. It's called Step Aside. Step aside. Here comes the guru. And he's ready to roll. Step aside now. Let the guru, the story to be told. Oh, dang. Look at that. Man, guru's hot today, Got that rhyming thing going on. Cracking the microphone. Feeling good. Doing well. Hey, man, big props to me. Anyway. All right. Let's get back into this episode 128 of the Guru Talking Sports Podcast. Yes, I did say it right this time. This is episode 128 of the Guru Talking Sports Podcast. All right, anyway. All right, let's get down to some serious business here. I'm very, very disappointed in the league of the NFL. You know, there was a thing called respect that is out there. It is something called respect. Doing the right thing. You know, in the first segment, first opening, I actually talked about how I don't take any credit for my sons. Only because I feel as though that if I'm doing my job is to basically, you know, get these guys ready for life. And one of the things that I teach them and I taught them, you know, taught, you know what I mean, is that you be respectful to women. You know, I've never in my life been disrespectful to a woman or have, you know, done anything forcefully that, you know, they wouldn't have to, you know, report me as for sexual harassment or whatever. I don't do that because I look at it this way. You know what? You can be friends with people. You can respect people, you know, and you can't force yourself on people. That's just like general in like any part of walks of life. You know, you got to remember that, you know, when you do something and it's supposed to be respectable, you do it that way. You know, I've been talking a long time about, you know, everybody knows the story about the Browns quarterback and his situation. And, you know, it's just another slap in the face to all the victims. You know, I listened to this week all the testimony. I even read the 15-page report that Judge Sue L. Robinson from the great state of Delaware District Court, retired, she had, you know, assessed. And, I look at it this way. He got 11 games. Okay. He got 11 games. The league was pushing for a year. Now, Roger Goodell, in the past, wanted to be judge, jury, and executioner. Yes. He wanted to be judge, jury, and executioner. Now, you should have put an emphasis when you guys did this CBA and made it clear that there's a no tolerance policy for something like this in this nature. You know, things that happened in the past, Leonard Little, Ray Rice, Kareem Hunt, Adrian Peterson, all these guys kind of got slap on the wrist or whatever. I wouldn't have been surprised if they nailed his ass to the wall. You know, he should have got his ass nailed to the wall. Period. But just goes to show that, you know, if you're a star quarterback, you could probably get away with a few things. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is say this. Okay. It doesn't matter what race, and I want people to, you know, understand this. I don't care who you are. It should have been his ass gone for a year. To set an example for the next dumbass to try to come along and do. You know, if they feel as though that they can, you know, beat up on a woman, drag her through an elevator, punch a woman or whatever, automatic year. You know, Roger Goodell, I don't know. To me, I still don't like him. I don't like him. And, you know, here's something that Cousin Aaron said a long time ago. The NBA is shit. It is. It is. It's not fair to the ladies, the women, in this situation that were, that were messed up in this. It's not fair. A year-long suspension should have been in play. And shouldn't have been no negotiation. Shouldn't have been no settlement. Year-long suspension, no matter what. All right. I want you to listen to this. And I was very disturbed on Thursday when I heard this. This is ridiculous. I'm going to play a couple cuts. Hold on a second. Let's play this.
To push forward with my life and my career. And for us to be able to move forward, I have to be able to take steps and put pride to the side. And I'm going to continue to stand on my innocence and keep pushing forward. And I've always, stood on not disrespecting or sexual assaulting anyone.
You apologize.
Okay. Now, he said that. He said that.
In the fight against climate change.
All right.
Voting to
Give
create.
me 1 second. All right. He said that. I didn't disrespect anyone. Standing on my innocence. After this ruling came down, he just basically said, screw you, NFL. I mean, he could have had a little bit more of a compassionate apology. Sort of like, I'm very sorry about this whole situation. And, I was wrong. I was wrong, and basically, I'm very much hurt by my actions. Take some accountability for what he did. No. I'm standing on my innocence. I'm innocent. I don't know why these women are making up stuff. I don't know either. But see, that's the thing. I don't know. I wasn't there. God knows what happened. God knows what happened. He knows the whole details. I don't know the details. I don't know. And see, that's the thing. God knows. Maybe this is, maybe this was some kind of witch hunt or whatever. But then again, if you got 66 women coming out saying that he did something, I just can't, I don't understand it. If I was accused by 66 women, do you think I'll be sitting up there, well, wait a minute, I might have, you never know. It's crazy. This is all crazy. This is really, really crazy. Now, I want you to listen to this. This is his owner right after this situation happened. I want you to listen to this. This is ridiculous. Jimmy Haslam came out and said this after the settlement came down.
Player he can be, but more importantly, to be the best person he can be. And we're going to support him in every way possible during the suspension and during what will hopefully be a long career with the Cleveland Browns.
So would you go back and do this all over again?
Absolutely.
So you have no qualms about making someone a questionable character to face your franchise?
Here's what I think is that I think in this country, and hopefully in the world, people deserve second chances. Okay, I really think that. And
okay, pause it right there. All right, yes, people do have to have second chances. We can't punish people all the time for, if you can make amends and apologize and be very take accountability for your actions. And, that's one of the things that is very, very big for me. You take accountability for your actions. I'm going to tell you a little story about this a little bit later. But take accountability for your actions. And listen to the rest of this bozo with his statement.
I struggle a little bit. Is he never supposed to play again? Is he never supposed to be part of society? Does he get no chance to rehabilitate himself? And that's what we're going to do, okay? And you can say, well, that's because he's a star quarterback. Well, of course. But if he was Joe Smith, he wouldn't be on the headlines every day. So we think people deserve a second chance. We gave Kareem Hunt a second chance, okay?
Okay, now I want to break that down. Because he's a star quarterback, he has the right to have a second chance. And, you know, if it was Joe Blow out there, yeah, he would lose his job. He would never work again. This is totally bullshit and totally ridiculous. This guy has no clue. No clue. You know, some Cleveland fans are very, very pissed about this because I can't, you know, I understand, yeah, you have to basically, you know, you have to give people second chances. But if you don't have any remorse from it, or you feel as though that you were, you know, innocent by all this, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing here? Oh my gosh. Listen to this clown again.
And that's worked out pretty well, okay? We're hoping this will work out, and we have strong belief it will. That doesn't mean we don't have empathy for people affected, and we will continue to do so. But we strongly believe people deserve a second chance.
Okay, now I'm tired of listening to this dumbass. Oh my God. You know, and my thing is this. He has no remorse. He has no remorse. That apology was fucking made up. And it pisses me off because, come on. This thing is, I mean, this is stupid. This whole thing is fucking ridiculous, excuse the expression. You know, I didn't plan on coming in here cussing on a Sunday. And, you know, but, you know, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. All right, I'm just tired of these people. I am very tired of these people. And, you know, I'm tired of listening to this crap and dealing with this crap. But, you know, I like I said, I have an obligation to tell you guys how I feel. And, you know, I have an obligation to tell you guys, you know, some of these things are, you know, made up and they're screwed up and they're fucked up. But yet and still, I have to let you guys know that, hey, look, sometimes this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, anyway. All right, the ruling came down. The dumbass got 11 games and a $5 million fine. Huh, yeah. That worked out pretty good because guess what? That's only like a $5 in your pocket to him. All right, I'm done with his ass. I am done, and let's move on. You know, and I spent a lot more time on the Browns' dumbass quarterback that I should have. All right, you know, I had another clip that I was going to play, but I'm just to the point where I'm just so pissed off. I don't need to play it because it's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful. Disrespectful to the women, you know, the victims in this. And it's just disrespectful that, you know, the Browns management, the Browns brain trust, the owner and the owner's wife feel as though that they can just, you know, come on and say anything and, you know, protect them. I understand, like I said, you know, yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. But if you feel as though that you are innocent, and like I said, I don't know if he's innocent or not. I wasn't there. I don't know what the deal is. But I want you guys to think about it. Think about what happened. Think about, is 66 women wrong? Come on, is 66 women wrong? Some of the stuff that I heard on that other clip that I was going to play, and I feel as though I can't play that because it is very graphic and very, very disrespectful. I just, you know, I can't judge anybody because that's not me. God, you know, has a final say and judgment on everybody. I can't do it. But the thing about it is that from what I heard and what I read, the guy feels as though that he didn't do anything. All right, moving on. Albert Pujols hit 2 more home runs last night. He is now at 682. There's still about like 5 weeks left, 4 or 5 weeks, somewhere around in there, a long time. I think he's going to get to 700, and I would love to see him get to 700. I've been, you know, wearing his jersey around. St. Louis Cardinals jersey. I have, you know, and I was supposed to take an inventory of all my jerseys this weekend. I think I'll do that when I'm on vacation. I'll do them in sections. I'll go by baseball, then basketball, then football, or I'll probably go baseball, football, basketball, and hockey. I have hockey jerseys too. So, you know, I said I put the number at 150. But I think it's more than 150. I think it's really more than 150 that I have in here. I got jerseys in my shed. I got jerseys in the other room. I got jerseys in my studio. I think I got close to about, I got to say about 300 or so. I don't know. I'll give you guys a number one next week and let you know about how many I do have. Anyway. I definitely got to mention this. House of Dragons is coming on tonight, and I'm definitely going to watch that. I'm definitely going to watch that. If I don't watch it, I'm going to watch I'm going to watch it tomorrow after I get home from work, and I'll start my vacation. I'll definitely have to see that. Also, I got some other TV news I want to mention. Congratulations to Leon Edwards of England. He won the welterweight title, beating Usman last night and stopping Usman. He had a 19 fight winning streak or something like that. Big props to him. He won it. All right. 692 homers. I think he's going to get to 700. Definitely. I'm rooting for Albert Pujols. I love Albert Pujols. I think he's one of the greatest natural hitters. Now, I know a lot of people might say he might be on the juice, but I don't think he is. I don't know. And like I said, one of the sayings that I've heard a lot is that we don't know these people. We definitely don't know these people. But like I told you, earlier, we don't know the Browns quarterback, but we surely got a taste of what he's about last Thursday or so. All right, anyway, Tony LaRussa, let's get into him, his mess. Tony LaRussa is going to probably end up getting fired on, at the end of the season. I don't know. Jerry Reinsdorf has a thing for Tony LaRussa. He loved him. He said he shouldn't have fired him from the beginning. I would like to see Ozzie Guillen back in there. I know. Ozzie Guillen, Crazy Ozzie, that's what I call him. He should be back in there. But here, I want you to listen to this clip. Okay, I got a lot of clips today. Here's a fan calling out Tony LaRussa to play pinch run somebody. And check this clip out. It's about 45 seconds. Check this out. Can you believe that a fan actually told Tony to run a pinch runner? He came out and took a timeout, and he actually did what the fan said to do. And then everybody was saying, hey, make him the manager. Make him the manager. Tony has been, definitely kind of in the news because of all the stuff that he's done. And believe me, he is, oh my gosh. They say he was like sleeping in the dugout at one time. He had a situation where he walked somebody and, I don't know, walks somebody. I mean, he walks players with ahead of the count, and I don't know, Tony. I think the game has just basically took him, has changed since he was managing back in the 80s or so. The game has changed. I can't believe Tony is going through all this. It's kind of like abusive. Kind of like elder abuse, don't you say? I don't know. But anyway, I can't understand how how he's managing, and it's just really, really weird that he's basically been taking a lot of heat for this. Come on, Tony, man. Jeez. Anyway, I'm done with Tony LaRussa. I tell you what, I'm going to take another break right here. I'm going to be back. I'm going to talk about LeBron's contract, which is why, I don't know. It ain't no big surprise. It doesn't help the Lakers any. It just locks them up for another 2 years. Anyway, I tell you what, sports is just ridiculous sometimes. It is. It's ridiculous. And then that's the thing. I have to sit up here and I have to tell you guys about what I feel, in my opinion, and all the dumb shit that goes on in sports. But anyway, I want you guys to know that, like I said, when we come back, we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about LeBron's contract. We're going to talk about the bad Yankees. And we're going to basically, go through a few things. But anyway, here's my voice actress lady. And, we're going to stop this right here. And here she comes. We'll be right back right after this. You guys take it easy. And we will be right back on the other side.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
You see now everybody around the nation.
All right, guys.
I'm going to give you some inspiration and stimulation because I have.
All right. Anyway, that was I was trying to bump back with the this guy named R.C. LaRock, the Maestro, one of my favorite raps from like the early 80s, real early 80s. Okay, right now I'm enjoying this studio with my my shadow, my little shadow. Her name is Ellie Mae. If you can hear in the background, she's scraping. I don't know what she's doing. She always scraping at something, and then she's always doing something like really, really crazy. Anyway, I want you guys to know that she decided that she wanted to come in here and sit with me while I'm doing this podcast, and I'm right now, I'm trying to do my job, which is give you guys the sports here, and she was crying outside the door, which she does most of the time. Now she's like trying to lick the microphone. All right. You gotta behave yourself while I'm doing this. Daddy's working. All right. Anyway. Excuse me. All right. You guys gonna have to give me a few minutes. I'm trying to adjust around my my new podcast host here. I don't know what she's doing. One thing she does a lot of is basically walks around with this little yellow TOY. I can't really say it because next thing you know, if I say it, she'll try to go get it. And then she runs in here and plays all the time. And, I could be doing some work or whatever, wherever I go. Even if I have to go to the bathroom, she's like following me. She follows me everywhere I go. But I love her. She's a cute little thing. Yorkshire. She don't shed, and which is a good thing. Really, really good thing. All right. Tell you what, we talk about LeBron's contract. He got $97.1 million for the next 2 years. Whoop-de-doo. Does that make the Lakers any better? No. Me and my Uncle Gary, we were sitting there talking, having a conversation the other day. And he was like, what can I expect from the Lakers this year? I said, honestly, Uncle Gary, nothing. They're going to be terrible. They are going to be very, very bad. Only because if they would have took that, extension, now she wants to get out. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me do a quick pause. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back, and I apologize for that because, animals, I love animals, and she is just such a, she's a beautiful little girl. She took to me from the beginning because I was basically, that's my girl. I love that girl. She is my little girl. After we lost our other, our daughter back in 2020, I said to myself that I will always make sure that I have another little baby here to be company with my other little boy dog, Alex. So, anyway, let's get back to business because I know it's a lot that I need to talk about. A little bit of time. LeBron's contract ain't going to do nothing for the Lakers, only because LeBron has, he earned it. He earned it. And you know what I say about the word deserve. I hate the word deserve because the only thing in life you deserve is an ass kicking, and you earn everything else. So I use the word earn more than deserve. Anyway, that's my little brief thing. I always, let you guys know about the word earn and deserve. You don't deserve anything but an ass kicking. You earn everything else. Okay. Now, me and my Uncle Gary was talking, and he asked me, he said, why is this, what is going to help us? Prayer? I don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't know if, you don't have superstars that want to come here. The Lakers, Kyrie Irving, which is rumored to be, and then you got Westbrook with all that money. Street clothes Anthony Davis, when he's healthy, he'll play. LeBron should be the, most highest paid player in the league. Right behind Giannis and Steph Curry and, a couple other guys that are, good players, great players. But, the only thing that this does for the Lakers, it'll lock him up for 2 years, and it means that he's going to, become the all-time scoring leader in NBA history in a Lakers uniform. Only because we have the best, players and, the top players that have played this game all are Los Angeles Lakers. You look at Kareem, you look at Kobe, you look at Wilt Chamberlain, Karl Malone. You got to remember Karl Malone was a Laker for a few. And, that's like maybe the top 4 or 5. Jordan's in there, but he wasn't a Laker. But mostly, that's what happens when you have a great organization like Los Angeles Lakers. That really hasn't been great in the last 2 years. Not since they won the championship in 2020 in the bubble. It's not going to help. It's not going to help. All it does is just locks him up for 2 years. Now, if they would have took that money and went out and got some good bench players or rounding out this, this roster a little bit better, then yeah, hey, that would have been all right. But you know what? Doesn't do anything. Just gives LeBron more money. He's getting closer to $1 billion or whatever. So I can't, you know. And like I said, my Uncle Gary, I love him to death. He's like, you know, he's like a brother. He's like a father. You know, but you know, I try to tell you, Uncle Gary, I don't know. This ain't gonna help none. You know, I definitely got to talk to my cousin Dame too. You know, I haven't talked to him in a while, so I'm definitely gonna call. I'm gonna call him today. All right, now before I go into the end of the first half, I'm gonna talk about the Yankees. Yankees lose again. Guess what? They are 4-14. 4-14 for the month of August. Wow. How things changed, didn't they? You know? Check this out. All right. 44-16 in the beginning, the first 60 games or so of this season. 29-32 in the last 60 games. 61 games or so, whatever. They're terrible. They haven't been good in a while. And you know what it is, you know, Garrett Cole hasn't been good. You know, Donaldson hasn't been good. Gleyber Torres hasn't been good. You know, Hicks hasn't been good. And you know, I seen something on the Sports Center the other day where Aaron Boone was pissed off. Yeah, he's pissed off because they ain't playing good. But you know what? They still got like an 8 or a 9 game lead in their division. But Toronto, Tampa, Baltimore hasn't jumped on these guys and taken advantage of this. You know, the Orioles lost the other day. And, you know, I don't know, you know, they're still fluttering around, you know, the wild card, you know, which is good. Not a bad deal. You know, I'm like I said, I have nothing bad to say about the Orioles this year. I love my Orioles. You know, I love my Blue Jays too, but you know what? You know, Blue Jays definitely got to cash in on this. If the Yankees are going to play like this the rest of the season, hey, the Blue Jays might be able to catch them. You know, a while back, when the seasons first started, when the Yankees were blasting people, when they were able to blast people, you know, they blasted the Blue Jays a couple times. And guess what? The Blue Jays, you know, could have, you know, took a step back a little bit and said, oh my goodness, oh, now we're in Yankee Stadium and wow, these guys are for real. And now it seems like everybody in that division and everybody, you know, across baseball hasn't feared the Yankees. Believe me, they hasn't feared them. The Yankees ain't scary anymore. Hell, you go across town to Queens, and guess what? The Mets are better. Look over in the AL West. The Astros got the best record in the American League now. Not the Yankees. Not the Yankees. Houston Astros. Got to give them credit, you know. Got to give them credit. Because they, at one point, the Yankees were like maybe 15, 16, 17 games up on Houston for the best record. Now they trail Houston. So, I don't know. It just, you know, this doesn't make sense to me. But Yankees ain't that good. Hate to say it, Yankees ain't that good. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to go to halftime right now because I talked a lot. And it's about like, almost an hour I sit up here talking with my little studio guest, Ellie Mae, and, you know, trying to get through some of the stuff and talking about that dumbass Browns quarterback. And, you know, that's it. Anyway, like I said, fantasy football season is coming up. So I finally got my schedule made for my guys. And like I said, I didn't ban the Browns quarterback, but like I said, if he was gone for a year, I was going to tell people don't even pick him, because it's not worth losing a roster spot for. He was on my roster and I dropped him only because I didn't want people to, I didn't want people to draft him. And another thing too is that, like I said, I did make a rule saying that, hey, if you play him, you're subject to forfeits. I can't forfeit anybody's games if they use him now because he's actually clear to play in week 12 or whatever against the Texans. Yeah, how ironic. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just happy about, fantasy football season coming back. I'm going to be talking fantasy in the weeks to come. And like I said, transitioning into football is kind of hard when you still got baseball going on and you got great pennant races. And like I said, something that hasn't happened in a long time. The Orioles are good. Seattle's good. The Mariners look like they're going to break that streak of playoff drought. My Blue Jays are still good. My Dodgers are still good. So, we'll see what happens. All right, like I said, we're going to go to halftime. And the first thing up in the after the half, I'm going to talk about what's pissing you off. Because I got a really good story for you about what happened to me the other day. And this is one of the things that, I try to teach Caden that, when you're driving, you got to look out for. Anyway, let's go to my favorite voice actress lady, and we'll be right back with the second half. Oh, before we go to the second half, Cody, give us a halftime. All right, guys. You're listening to me. I'm the Guru, episode 128, and I'll be right back with the second half, and I'm going to try to move it along here so we can get everything in. I'll talk to you on the second half over on the other side, but first off, here is the voice actress lady.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
Hey, we're back. Guru Talking Sports Podcast, episode 128. I'll make sure I get that right. I know. We were having a good time today, even though I had a visitor come visit me, and I had, all kinds of technical difficulties because Caden Guru isn't here, like usual. Like I said, I want to talk about Caden Guru. I'm very proud of him because, like I said, 16 years old, got his license. It's like a little man getting everything together, and I love him. I'm not gonna keep bragging on him and everything, but like I said, he's a really good kid. And I love him and I appreciate him. I gave him a shout out on my favorite radio show. And talks about how he's been doing really good. And I really appreciate him. Now, let's go to what's pissing you off. I'm trying to get probably have to go back to my voice actress lady or so. To say, hey, what's pissing you off? Something like that. And definitely going to have some, better starters and drops and everything like that from when we get into the football season, because definitely have to have a sounder for the NFL. Pick against the guru or something like that. Something in a way. I could do it myself. I'd save some money or so. Anyway, what's pissing you off? Now, this is a good one. All right, I told you guys. I told you guys to be prepared because I had a good one. Okay. I'm in Pennsylvania, of all places, where, I hate to say this, but, some of the people in Pennsylvania are very rude. Very rude. And, I'm not picking on Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, or whatever. I'm not picking on you guys, but it seems like most of these, situations that I kind of, get into, I'm usually in Pennsylvania when this happens. Now, this is a good one. A car is pulled off on the side, or a guy in a truck pulled off on the side. Now, I'm driving, I'm in the far right lane, right on the side, right? Okay. Now, I'm driving and I'm trying to move over, but there's a car on my left side to where it comes up behind me in my truck. I drive a 53 footer. So I'm trying to move over, but I can't, because if I move over too fast, I'm going to knock this car off on the other side. So I had to stay in the right lane. Drive in the right lane. And I drive past this car. This guy's getting out. And guess what he does? He flips me the bird clear as day. And guess what? I didn't do anything. I ain't say no reaction. I just said to myself, what an ignorant dude. Because, hey, what's pissing me off is people that like to give you the middle finger, but yet and still, I don't get it. I'm trying to get, I couldn't get over, and yet and still, he felt as though people just, feel as though they just can do anything, Class, real class. I said to myself, you know what? I should have gave him the middle finger. No, I shouldn't have, because you know what? I'm not that type of person. You don't go violence with violence. Turn the other cheek, and ignorant people are going to be ignorant people. That's how it is. That's always how it is. I'm not going to bow down to his ignorance because he was ignorant towards me. It's not the clue. That's not the guru. I look at it this way. Whatever. Whatever. You got to take that attitude, because the thing is that if you pick your battles. You can't fight every battle. Can't fight every battle or little thing that's out there. But you know what? That's his ignorance. That's his ignorance. Anyway, you hear the dogs out there. I should have did this a lot earlier, because, then if I would have did it around like maybe 3:30 or 4 o'clock, you wouldn't hear that. I apologize. Anyway, so that's one of the things that pisses me off. Now, another thing that pisses me off is basically drivers in general that drive behind me. And I told you guys about this. It happens all the time. All the time. Drivers will drive up under me and, they'll be flashing their lights or whatever. Yo, dude. You know what I tell Katie Guru, since he's a brand new driver? Hey, look, if you see anyone ignorant like that, or ding-a-ling, or whatever, just do yourself a favor and just pull over into the other lane. Let them go by. Don't engage in their ignorance. Never engage in people's ignorance. That's what I tell everybody. Even when I'm like, not feeling really great or mad or whatever, I still don't bow down to anyone's ignorance. You don't do it. That's the thing. Don't bow down to anybody's ignorance. All right. So those are two things that was pissing me off. Okay, now I got one more sports thing that I'm going to talk about. is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was pissed. He's pissed. But you know what? I like Aaron Rodgers, and he's just a different guy, different cat. But you know what? One of the best quarterbacks in the league has to make his statements known, because that's what he does. And check this out. I want you to listen to this clip right quick. Here's Aaron Rodgers on, his receivers, his new receivers. I think this is from Fox 11 up in Milwaukee or Green Bay or wherever it's from. I want you guys to check this out. Listen to this. Let's see. How long is this clip? It's about 2 minutes. All right. I want you to listen to this. Check this out. All right.
Well, the biggest takeaway, Mark, was that both defenses just absolutely dominated on day one of joint practice. And keep in mind, most of the Packers starters did not play last Friday in the preseason opener, so this was really the first time the ones got to go up against an opposing team. The defense did exactly what we expected, but as we learned from Aaron Rodgers after practice, the Packers offense still has a long way to go before the season opener.
It's getting close to that time where it's going to count, and I need guys out there I can trust.
Aaron Rodgers may not be the biggest fan of joint practices, but the first day of work against the Saints did reaffirm how he's feeling about the offense.
A lot of mental errors, a lot of pre-snap penalties, so kind of been the theme at camp. Simple plays, we're messing up. So it's good to do it against another team. I like the energy from the first unit, but a lot of mental mistakes.
Rodgers has confidence in the vets in his arsenal, but time is ticking for the young players to start cleaning up the mistakes.
It's coming up. Yeah, it's coming up. We're going to play our best guys when the season starts. Unfortunately, some of the same guys. That's repeat mistakes are a problem. Especially young receivers, we got to be way more consistent.
Rodgers mentioned drops in route running as the main issues.
Keep dropping the ball, you're not going to be out there. So it's going to be the most reliable guys that are out there. The preparation and the job responsibility is most important. There's a standard we're going to hold our guys to, and I know the coaches are holding them to that standard as well.
On the other side of the field, the Packers defense had its way with the Saints.
They walked in the house and it was just like, it was instant pressure. So it's definitely different. You got to show them that this is our house.
And Rasul Douglas let everyone know it.
I feel like we needed energy at practice. They kind of got a couple plays a little bit going, so I just wanted to come out there and give us some juice, energy, so that we could kind of pick it up. And then from there on out, it was just like they don't get nothing else.
While the Packers offense didn't win the day, the defense did, and that could be the theme of the season.
Domination, that's our key. Everybody gets dominated, no matter who you are.
We're going to have to lean on them at times until we get really rolling on offense. And maybe, they're going to be opportunistic and take the ball away for us, give us some short fields, and help us get some confidence. But offensively, it's been good to take our lumps.
Anyway,
Rodgers actually said it felt like the
all right, anyway, that was Aaron Rodgers talking about how... I'm sorry. That was Aaron Rodgers talking about his guys. And one of the funniest things I heard when he said, you keep dropping the ball, you ain't going to be out there, and, hey, look, guy wants to win a Super Bowl. Guy lost his big target, Devontae Adams, to the Raiders, so, I can understand where he's coming from. I can understand it. But like I said, the thing is that, hey, you got to go out there and you got to play. And you got to make sure that, you're doing the right thing and making sure that the drops are to a minimum or so. But their offense is going to be kind of suspect without, the receivers. Another team that I can think of right off, and I know I shouldn't be talking about football right now, but I am. The Ravens, the situation with Lamar Jackson and his contract is still not up. It's still up in the air. But the Ravens really hasn't done Lamar any favors. Why they just don't go out and get a big-time play receiver like, Devontae Adams or so. They had the whole offseason. They could have done that, but guess what? Now they're a run-oriented team, and yet and still they should have got Lamar a target, a good target. I don't even know half the guys on their receivers, other than Mark Andrews. Other than his reliable tight end, that's about it. Ravens, they might make the playoffs this year. I think they are. But like I said, we'll talk about some football here next week as we try to transition into football. Okay, TV right quick. Better Call Saul is over. One of the greatest series. Now it has, since I've watched it, I gotta go back and watch Breaking Bad again. But I've been watching this series called Banshee. Banshee is one of my favorite shows that I mean, it was only on for like 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. But it was excellent. Excellent writing. Excellent, cinematography. Everything about the show was very good. And for me, this summer, it actually earned a second watch. I usually don't watch a lot of shows after they finish. But Banshee is one of them because Anthony Starr plays Lucas Hood, a guy that was basically a criminal. And he comes in and becomes sheriff of a town. Like I said, you have got to watch this. This is one of the greatest series that Cinemax ever put out. It was like the highest rated series that they put out. And it's really good. I'm watching it now through Comcast, and you can basically go back and watch all the episodes for free or so. And you can catch it on HBO Max as well. Animal Kingdom is getting ready to end. I think it is next week. I think. The series finale is coming up for that show. And Animal Kingdom was really good. It took a year off because of the pandemic, but I really, really loved that show. That was one of my favorite shows that I really, I thought was really, really good. Really exciting. And, did I mention it has my girl Christina Ochoa in there? Oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons why I like watching it. Elaine Barkin is no longer with the show, but the guy that plays Pope, Sean Hasby, really, really great actor. He played in a couple other things I can't remember right off, but, the guy that plays Craig is probably one of my favorites. Dennis Leary is in it. So, if you get a chance, check that out. All right, and, I'm still watching General Hospital. So, I love General Hospital. All right, before we get out of here, we're going to give Cousin Aaron some Cousin Aaron has some shout-outs. Check this out. Now, it is time. It is time. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you have any... how you doing? You okay with time?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. Yeah, I got more time than I got money.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Do you have any shout-outs? Do you have anything that you want to say? Do you got anything that you...
Guru, briefly, I would be remiss not to mention these couple people. I want to give a quick shout-out to Sheila Brooks, who is a great friend of mine, a female, of course, and she is so much into football, into the NFL. It's a shame. She's a Dallas Cowboy fan, diehard fan. She's a great friend, but we are enemies when it comes to football. I'm a Washington fan. That's right, and she's a Dallas fan. So a big shout out to her. I've been friends with her, Guru, for years. I'm talking about in our teens,
Yeah.
And I haven't seen her in years, and it would be a pleasure seeing her again. But we do stay in touch. And her husband, Kenny. They are great people. They always have been and always will be. And one more, Reese, listen to me. Her name is Linda Reese. We have been friends since we were high than a cactus. She is very into football. And outside anymore. My 21 years of life with Ann. Ann has been with me for 21 years, and she doesn't even have a ring, but she's been with me. She's a beautiful person, and I'm not afraid to mention, since my cancer scare, I had lung cancer. It's about ready to go now. I'm going to kick his ass just like Muhammad Ali kicked Listen's ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I appreciate your concern for me also. Prayers you help, and I thank all the people who have sent their best wishes. So, Ann, if you're out there, I know you'll be able to, you'll listen to the show later. I love you, and I appreciate you.
Now, what's Ann's last name?
Her last name is Radel. Radil.
All right. We got to shout out Miss Ann. I really, really appreciate Miss Ann. We love you, and we thank you for your participation as well.
And she appreciates it too.
And,
I'm sure she does.
And we, like I said, we always want to make sure that we can, say hi to Miss Ann and let her know that we're thinking about her. And oh, jeez, I have this next week. She had put out a post, and I think it was something where Cousin Aaron is singing, and he had a great voice. Like I said, he was he was a singer. He was something else. Really, really great guy, special guy, and we miss him dearly. And he will always, like I said, be a part of this podcast. We will definitely always have his voice with us. I'll make sure that his memory is kept intact, and making sure that he knows that we're still down here with his memory, and we love him. All right, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, and I'm gonna give you particulars. I'm not gonna go into all the particulars, but I want to say that I gave you guys the Instagram and Twitter. Instagram, we're on Guru Talking Sports Podcast @ jeez, I forgot. Oh, jeez. Anyway, you guys know what you guys can find me. Find me at TheGoat39 on Twitter. And Mac GTS_BB39 is for the show Twitter. For Twitter, and it's the Guru Talking Sports Podcast official Twitter account. Okay. Gmail us at gurutalkingsports@gmail.com. All right, like I said, you can find us all over the place. iTunes, Spreaker is the main vessel we come out of, and iHeart. We're on Spotify and all that other good stuff. Big props and shout outs to Miss Mary Mack, the Mary Mack Show on Grief, and I'm definitely going to get back with you this week and try to touch base with you because we got some things working, and can't say right now, but also congratulations to you and your Mets. Mets are doing great, and I wanted to make sure I gave you a Mets shout out because I know that's your team. Even down in where you are, I know that's your team. You love them Mets. All right, my buddy Jeff Duarte. I hope you're feeling better, my man. Cali Sports News. We're still a part of them, and my shouts and thoughts to him. Big props to you, Jeff. Get well, man. Get well. I'm gonna call you later, probably a little bit later this week, and I'm definitely gonna touch base with you. My cousin Curtis and his grandson Jarrett, the young GM, they're coming back pretty soon, and definitely gotta get back with them on their podcast and clown around with them. And I had a great time when I was on there. They were something else. Jared, I love you, but you gotta leave my Jaguars alone. Leave my Raiders alone. And stop talking about Ohio State. he's an Oklahoma fan, so what can I say? All right, baseball insider, Mr. Dave May Jr. Hey, Dave, man, we doing good. The Blue Jays are doing good, and like I said, former major league player and great friend of the podcast, and like I said, hey man, Raiders look good. I'm talking about my Raiders next week. Crew, Kate and Guru, congratulations, son. I love you. And big props to you. Ray Guru is the Dante Guru. Always create, and we don't steal from anyone. And I want to thank YouTube for all the clips and highlights that we had. The Doors, the Don. Thank RC LaRock, which is the maestro for. I know we didn't play a lot of it, but we try to play some of it. I want to give some shout outs to a lot of people. Mainly, I want to say shout out to my friends over at GES. That's Sherry and Paulie. You guys, like I told you guys, I made sure that I recognize you guys. You guys are really cool. And Paulie, like I told you before, you're really strict, but you're really cool. And I really appreciate you. And like I said, every time I go there, you guys make me feel as though I'm at home. You don't give me a hard time. And like I said to you guys, I like to make you guys laugh at me or with me, and it makes the day go by faster. And like I said, if you can make you can be an influence on somebody's day and make them feel better, then you're doing something. Make sure that you reach out to people and let them know that you appreciate them. My favorite, I have to say this. These are my favorite three guards at my work. Kate, Christian, and Betty. Guru loves you, and I gotta say this from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the greatest. You guys are the best, and hey, I love you guys. I love you guys for always watching out for me, and like I said, Kate's glad to be back. I'm glad to see you back. Glad you're doing well, and I'm glad you're healthy. Make sure that everything is okay. Also, Hunter, Dylan, and Crazy Tony. He's a Yankee fan. I know he's hurting right now, but sorry, Tony. You guys will be okay. Don't be crying. Anyway. All right, all my DLEN peoples, I love you. Adriana, Mariana, Rob, Senor, Coach, Big Lar, love you, man. Appreciate you. All the D aliens, I love you guys. All right, Charlie, Chris, thank you, Chris, for the offer. I actually had an offer to go to the BMW championships here in Wilmington, and I didn't get a chance to go because, like I said, I had a really, really busy weekend, and like I said, getting ready for vacation. But I really appreciate you, Chris, my Hall of Famer in my fantasy football league, and thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate that. He invited me to the BMW Championship, which is going on right now over at the Wilmington Country Club, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to go, but I'm definitely going to watch it though. Kate, I did mention her. Denise Hyde, appreciate you. Jeff Brown, Keith Stewart, my man, Rocco, My man Big Al, appreciate you. Hope you're doing well on your retirement. His son Kareem, Jamie, Mike Fox, cousin Dame, and Uncle Gary. You guys get the last shouts. Love you guys. And we will be back next week. And we will definitely be out here doing what we do with episode 129 of the Guru Talking Sports podcast. And like I said, I'll be on vacation. Get a little rest, a little work done inside the house, and hopefully everything will be okay. Pray for me, and I'll pray for you too. All right, guys, let me get out of here. You guys take care, be safe, and as we always do, the last thing you'll hear is silence. We're paying tribute to Cousin Aaron, and we always will never forget him. So you guys take care of yourself. Oh, also I want to shout out some of the people in his family, Roy and Darnell Pinkney, and also Anya and Vernon Myers. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for always listening. We appreciate you guys. If anybody else, Anya, if you get any more people that listen to this podcast, let me know, and I'll shout them out too. All right, you guys, take care. I got to get out of here. Breakfast is getting ready. So, guys, be cool, be safe, love you, take care. We are out.